your stare won't ever let me go. I'm here only 'cause I'm aware with you is better than all alone. Oh, 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 say what you're dying to say. No, 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 oh, oh, tonight we're stars but we'll fade away. Go on and light me up, oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up, oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Stars will always come down, so before we come down, down, down. Go on and light me up, oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up, oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Go on and light me up, oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up, oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Show me where all your secrets lie and where wild things go. Time ain't ever been on our side, so between now and till we go home. Oh, 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 say what you're dying to say. No, 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 oh, oh, tonight we're stars but we'll fade away. Oh, go on and light me up, oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up, oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Stars will always come down, so before we come down, down, down. Stars will always come down. Go on and light me up, oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up, oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Go on and light me up, oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up, oh, come on and light me up before we come down. keep the truth to ourselves. Maybe we're hypnotized. This is life. I've been living. Shit's too serious, but I can't abandon this. I've been living, but I can't abandon it. With our eyes wide open, we won't miss a thing that you're doing. You better watch what you keep from us before it's too late to go back. Our economy is broken. We shouldn't have to kill ourselves to serve someone else. This is I've been living, but I can't abandon but I can't abandon it.
Here's a bug for Cottontail 86. Octopuses are basically underwater ninjas with 8 arms. Imagine having a built-in high-five squad always ready to sneak up on your snack.
Down to the bass and sound, yeah. Down to the bass and down to the bass and sound, yeah. Down to the bass and
All right, we'll give this a try. Hello, Wrath of Butter Pecan. Thank you for making it snow. I think I still have to make a couple adjustments to some of my audio things, but I think it's good enough to start. Hello, Jorg. You're welcome. I'm glad I was able to get that to work out. All the things. I have all my things to do for redemptions today. I haven't had a chance to really jump in the game and play much yet. Oh, thanks for sending the reminder to do... Do a top off. All right, what events do we have for today? Domination. I did that one with Officer XP this morning. Militant Maverick. We have Suliban. And then the heroic one I completed with the Reliant. So send the Serene Squall out to do that portion. That's super equipment, or super convenient. Let's see, was our ticket? Our ticket is crystal mining, I think, right? Yeah, so let's do... See if there's any spots in the Veil for that. All right, so we set the Squallow to do the Militant. There's an Armada Hunter ALB. Interesting. That's... I mean, there's probably some people in the Alliance that would love to have 37,000 Syndicate XP, but there's way too many sources to get that easily. All right, the only ticket is in. Anomalous Phenomenon. NSEA enemy. Actually, I almost have to put some effort into getting the Anomalous Phenomenon now because I don't have insta jump on any of the ships that I'm using regularly. Alright, there's mining there, artifact hunt. Always need rare gas, so we'll do that one real quick. 2 million. Did I clear that in one go? Doesn't look like it. I didn't see the score pop up though. Okay, nothing came through from that one apparently. All right, there's the limited artifact. Limited time artifact event. Let's see, it looks like 350 left. Okay, now that should be cleared. Okay, that event is cleared. I'm going to set myself up with a new Orion crew. I'm going to start off with Kang and Nesmith. I speak Aramat. All right, that should be fine enough for that. All right, miners. Okay, there's some open spots still. I figured since it was a crystal mining event that these things would be getting pounded, but the expansion in the Vale really cleared things up. All right, what other events do we have? I got the Breen. And then Mirror Universe. A fairly light activity day today. Okay, so this isn't a bad crew for Ryan.
Here's a thought for Praktibauslaughter. Germans must have a secret pact with their clocks because somehow punctuality isn't just a habit, it's a national sport played with precision and a side of schnitzel.
A side of schnitzel. Hi, pretty boy. Welcome on in. Oh, this might take 3 trips. This might take 3 trips. Good, pro boy. How have you been? Last I heard from you, you'd fallen off the roof and you had to take some time off. $7 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. schedule. $7 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. I feel like I would like that shift. I'm a night owl, so it works pretty well for me. I used to do overnights like 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. I used to work all shifts. But I did enjoy the 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. shifts. It got a little rough after about 5. But I got free coffee, so I was able to work through it pretty well. It always helps to have some perks like that. But I guess the worst part about that, if that's only lasting for 2 weeks, is it'll be like, you'll just be getting settled into it and then you go back to like a normal shift. All right, so I got all the damage done. I need 3 more ships. Okay, that one's taken care of. Right, I'm gonna send Reliant out. Let that go do its auto farm thing. All right, one last trip for vengeance. Excelsior's done with its duties out in V'ger space. Hi, Dustin. I'm doing well tonight. How are you? Really tired? I think that's a pretty common thing on a Sunday. I know I was getting some stuff ready and sitting in my chair here. I was even just kind of like nodding off a little bit. I was like, "Oof, this is this is a rough day already." Thought about making like a pot of coffee. All right, challenge check. We'll collect that. Since that is done. Means I technically don't have to be killing any more hostiles, but we'll do it. Wanted to keep a streak going and check for microscape drop. You're up to 33 hours in storage. Holy crap. I've only encountered like 2 drops so far. Well, I think I've encountered 3 drops, but like one of them didn't come through, I don't think. I'll check and see if I've picked up any. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. I don't know how well it's actually tracked. All right, so I've got trial bells that I can do. Cryo bells. I've got the hazard hostiles. And I've got my G7 hostiles. X33N currently has one. I normally need to wait for next energy Twitch check to receive them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've been in 3 streams where I've had a redemption. But I've only gotten 2 of the things. Whatever they're called, the viewer thing that you turn in to get your extra energy, your capacity. I've only got 2 of them in my inventory right now, and I feel like I should have had 3. All right, where's Suitor? Oh, he's a rare. Finally built the Ops 28 Romulan. Centurion. Well, Centurions are pretty fun little ships. I think a lot of the game is favored towards explorers. I'm guessing this is just gonna need a Cerritos boost. I haven't got to the point where I don't need it quite yet. But yeah, when you're definitely leveling up and like skipping certain ships or not able to do certain ships, when you finally get the blueprints accumulated through your hostile grinding, it's kind of rewarding to go back and build them, even if you're not planning on flying them or anything. I mean, you can always scrap it when you get to the point that you need a room. But I mean, it's like another ship that you can you should be able to add cloaking to that, I would think. I mean, heck, you can even technically use it in territory captures. If you go into a contested takeover, sometimes just having those extra ships that can cloak is useful. USS Enterprise. I started as Fed because of possible advantages. Switched to Klingon between 66 rare and 70 epic. I like interceptors for the hull breach critical damage combo. Yeah, I feel like the combat and isolytic kind of favors interceptors a little bit. I think everything has its own purposes. Like, I think in general that, like, explorers fare better in PvP for the most part. And they do good on hostile grinding. And then I think interceptors do really good on hostile grinding. And battleships do really good on the armadas. We're really using cloaking just for the dailies and the yeah, that's mainly what I use it for too, but every once in a while, like during incursions, we'll have a capture. And it makes it really easy to get the points when you cloak. I don't know how many of these I need to even kill. $2,400 points. That is still one of the best Alpha Strike round one. Launch everything. Yeah, it's definitely got a unique capability. Like it's very niche, and it outperforms itself very significantly for quite a bit of very specific situations. Like with the Carol Freeman and Honor Guard Worf combination, that gave the Saladin some extra pop. I don't remember. I think it was Huron that had the ability to automatically reload the weapons. I don't remember if that played favorably with that ability or not. The OG Vidar kicked Sally's butt. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it had a little longer legs. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with my other account, my little account. Because, like, it's Ops 20 right now. And I'm debating about what path to take with the ships. I gotta look up what some of the when some of the newer specialty ships unlock. And Vidar's up 25, but I'm curious about like the like Cerritos and Defiant and Vindicator, Relativity, and all of that stuff. Like Vindicator, Relativity, GS31. Because, like, I think I'm going to skip the Kumari. Probably both the Kumari and the Voklis. Yeah, I know I've got the what, the Stella's coming up at like 26. Might even be earlier. Yeah, I know I used to have to build those ships, but I'm not gonna actually upgrade them or run them. I think that's part of the main storyline, and yeah, you cannot just skip that. Three is overkill, I think. Two is useful. Okay, collect. Okay, so that's the Breen thing done. Oh, I got my crew spread out all over the place again. Two-thirds of the crew I want ended up on my Doritos. All right. Send that out for dailies. Swap this to protector. You scrap lower level Stellas or go for the higher levels Stella scrapping. So I was always a fan of starting out lower, kind of work yourself into it with the research because there's efficiencies to get. Those like first scrap was at like tier 2 and then like tier 4 and then 6 and then start scrapping at max once you kind of get to the research. And then it kind of gets to the point where you can just do max, start doing max Stella scrapping. With the goal of always having one that's just always at max. And you can just keep scrapping that second one for the extra medallions and stuff once you get all the research done. It's only really useful like during up to like level 50. The new Borg modded cheat did at 72 and it took 5 to 10% of vengeance and cube hull, around half of the NTE. The second one killed all 3 of them. I guess that depends on... Did one of them get killed earlier? Like, did it focus like on the weaker one? Probably the cube. No, NT would probably be the weaker one. Or the cube. If it takes one of the ships out, then it'll wipe the rest of them. Extra resources is extra resources. That's generally true, but 3-star resources at G6 is negligible impact. I've won with 2 killed ships. I've won with 1 killed ship. I know I've won with 2 killed ships as well, but I don't know what part of the battle log they got killed in. I haven't paid that close of attention to it. Hello, Tin Man. Are you still running around in the Great White North, or did you make it back? You're home. Congratulations on being home then. I know after a hard trip on the road, being at home feels extremely satisfying. Doesn't make sense that almost two almost full and one half not win. I know, I understand. I haven't done a lot of them yet, but I've definitely noticed there's some inconsistencies in the way that they act. Hi, Red and Ruby. How you doing tonight? Your Shara is acting funky. I'm doing good. I'm a little tired, but it's been a good day so far. All the time change things always screws me up a little bit. Do I hear you in Discord? No, I don't have Discord on. Woke up late too. Yeah. I went to bed late. I went to bed around the time that the clocks actually adjusted, so I ended up going to bed at like 3:30 a.m. technically. Yeah, I didn't get out of bed till like noon today. Went to bed at 5, yeah. By the time I fell asleep, it was probably getting close to that. Which was stupid because I was ready to take a nap at like 7 p.m. last night. I prefer the 8 p.m. daily reset to the 9 p.m. reset. I wouldn't mind having a reset that early for sure. This is still going to reset at 11 p.m. for me still. Yeah, they actually it looks like they actually did account for it. I know like they had some kind of a posting on Discord about it, but it looks like they're actually taking care of it. Yeah, because it looks like the reset happens at 10 p.m. Well, I mean at 11 p.m. which is what it normally is. So it looks like they moved the time back an hour to accommodate for that. Yeah, same time on the clock that it would normally reset for me. Or has it been resetting at 10 p.m.? It has been resetting at 10 p.m. And now it's back to 11 p.m. Yeah, you're right. You're right. 11 p.m. is the time in my head that it's always reset time. So, like, I always got a little confused. I don't do my dailies immediately after reset. So I actually prefer the later reset time. Because I don't usually play much of the game until I get home from work. So I like getting that extra hour of time to be able to complete events, because sometimes it gets a little tight if they get a little heavier on the events. Actually, it works better for my stream time too, because then it doesn't reset right at the end. That would normally try to end stream about a half an hour before events would reset. So there's if I didn't get stuff finished during stream, I only had like a half an hour, and sometimes it was hard to get back to the game right after I end. So yeah, the later time helps. I find it a little bit nicer. Normally do a bunch of the dailies after reset and preload miners and Veil. I don't have to worry about them taking time I might want and need for events. Yeah. It's just always been such a weird time for me to do most of these stuff. I mean, even 10 p.m.'s a little late. I was looking forward to having the Bachor. Yeah, that's actually a good little ship. Oh, I've already got that one targeted. They've done a pretty decent job of keeping everything rebalanced. Because for a while there, they had pretty significant imbalance in the ships. They actually had to go back and redo a bunch of the statistics because they screwed up bad. I gotta see the point of sticking to more G3 faction miner survey ships. Yeah, they're not significant. They don't go very far into G4 space. Oh yeah, Tin Man, when I'm on stream, Discord is completely muted on my side. I don't know anything about what's going on in Discord. kind of feels like a weird event day because it doesn't feel like anything specific to the arc is being done. Like we've got the Suliban hunt event, but like that's kind of it's a passive task that just sits in the background and gets completed. Kind of like the augment attack one too. Like you can do that with the Serene Squall and the Reliant. When Sunday's always been kind of a heavy grind day anyways with like all the swarm stuff. So it's probably not a bad thing that it's taking a little bit of a back burner to the normal events. But like there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the game. But even like this Armada Hunter event, like this one, it exists, it's there, but it doesn't really feel like it's part of the actual arc stories. No. The Franklins would allow you to modify the ship to have real shields, not just polarized hull. Well, I mean, that's kind of what the generation that the ships were from. Yeah, I know it's Form Sunday and all that stuff, but it still feels like it's weird. Like, I know for a while they were doing the events where, like, it would be go hit Swarm, which I know I wouldn't want to do now. But it still feels like it's a little weird. How scary is the repair bill on the USS Vengeance? Well, it's in a different category of stuff because it's Sigma. So it's Sigma Tritanium and it's Sigma Dilithium. It's right now this repair for me, it's 6,900 Tritanium and 99 dilithium. So like if I'm looking at, let's look at the ticketed event. So like my mining event that I have today, there's 59,000 Tritanium in the top milestone. So that's enough for, we'll say, 8 repairs in the one event in the top milestone. So in total, it's probably 17 repairs for this one event. Like, I think that's very reasonable. If I can do one event and get 17 repairs for it. I'm hoping to not find out how much it'll cost to repair the Aphelion. I imagine that's not going to be cheap. Does that show up? That shows up in the Aphelion calculator thing. Yeah. I don't think it's too scary of a number, to be honest. So if I'm looking at the repair cost that I see here, I mean, this is for the ship at tier 3. So I mean, that's like 5, 6. Like 6.5 times what the Vengeance is for me at tier 3. And I'm not saying that I'm really good. I'm not necessarily really good on the repair research. Like there's another 200% that I could have. Another 150. Locutus can give you extra 250. I mean, I've got hundreds of percent of repair efficiency that I could do. This prime G6 repair efficiency, there's 1200% there that I don't have. Sloan has an ability. I guess I don't know how much of that is cost and time. Does cost? I don't know. There's probably efficiencies that I don't have. Somebody died. The Reliant died. Yeah, I don't think the Vengeance is bad at all. I mean, it's still a G6 ship. All right. So 2 trips? I'm down to 2 trips with the hostels now, I think. Or did I take 3? No, it looks like that was only 2 trips. Nice. I don't know what's changed. Just maybe a little bit of research. But I used to have to make 3. I was only getting like 17 or 18 hostels. I did do a component upgrade. I got a little more mitigation. Maybe that was enough to make a difference. Okay, so I'm gonna load up the Crenshaw. That way I can jump and get some of my anomalous phenomena. I get them with a 1 hull if I kill 73s, but Op 73 is still very far away. Yeah, I'm getting close to the point where I might have to start checking on what I can do with 72s. which I am getting closer to 72 as well. I've got I've got one building to do before I can do the ops building. I've got to do Titanium warehouse? No, Parsteel vault. And I'm 10K. Mil, so 8 mil Parsteel away from that one. Not bad. I didn't change the tickets that I normally go for. I went for the Tritanium tickets instead of the Parsteel tickets. I should have went for the Parsteel tickets. Should have also just bought a ticket pack. But yeah, the Parsteel tickets were doing... I did the one. So about a half a mil. That's not a lot. Not a lot of progress on it. Yeah, with both tickets and tokens, or the raw and tokens, it was like 1 mil. I don't know. Once I actually turn in choice tokens, maybe that'll pop me over the hill. Yeah, the choice tokens pay out pretty well. That's what 800 tokens is what I would need to be able to do the building there. Academy 72 is where you start hitting the uncommon walls. I have a feeling that that's not going to be a big barrier for me. I think by the time that I get through the Tritanium, that the uncommon's going to be fairly available. Because I can't scratch enough Parsteel together to do anything. All right, so that is the hazard daily. I'm gonna take this to go do my X-Borgs. All right, is that enough for anomalous phenomena? Three jumps, one more jump, two more jumps. Or a summon. All right, that wraps that event up. I didn't remember doing the veil mining already, but I got that finished. Okay, so that should finish. That should finish the tickets. Tickets wrapped up, and then the Pinnacle Power looked like that wrapped up too. making some changes to a little bit of the stuff. Some of the audio things. As I've been going along, I've been kind of making notes on how some of the stuff is set up, and that does not need to be there. Okay. Because one thing that happened earlier is when we had one of the penny for a thought redeems, it didn't turn down the recording enough. It didn't turn down the music enough. Which was before we really got into the stream. So it was at like 100%. All right, let's do G5 mining. Or G6 mining. I'm a little low on ore. That's the one that can do the high hazard. I need to get restocked on some of that stuff before that actually runs out, because I had actually ran out of gas like a week and a half ago. Okay, that's not for another hour. All right, I think I'm gonna call that a night tonight. I want to do some reviewing of the of the stream, see where some of the audio levels are at, and double check to see if there's anything else that needs to make some adjustments, and make those adjustments tonight. And then tomorrow night I will have another stream, be around 8 o'clock Eastern. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. We're gonna go raid Iron Fister. I hope everybody had a great night tonight, had a great day today. Hope everybody has a fantastic Monday. I'll catch you tomorrow.
See what happens. Cottontail, hey, welcome in. Good to see you. How's everybody doing this evening? So I am hoping to go to G7 if we can get some people in here. Good evening, Cottontail. Great. Thank you for coming on in here tonight. Farming level 60 MU5 miners. All right. All right. So we are going to try this again. And since Seek and Destroy is up, we're going to try this again and see if this stays broken or if it works again. Alright, well, it's working again. So I guess if you let the timer expire, unfortunately there's no way to break the timer. You got to get it to retarget. You got to override the target. That's the only way you can do it. Like the music better? Thank you. It's just some non-copyrighted 80s music that I play on a regular basis. General Chaos wants me to hydrate. Thank you very much. I think I will. I think I'll even give you a little bit of the stronger stuff. Got a few people in here, so I'll tell you what, when these guys finish surges, we are gonna go and we are gonna go level up to enter G7. So also keep in mind, if you're new here and haven't been here before, hey, Jules Verne, good to see you, friendo. So just a reminder, everybody, if you're new here, if you could throw me a follow for the observation post, that would be greatly appreciated. And just so that my name is Iron Fister, I am hosting you tonight at the observation post. We were playing some Star Trek Fleet Command, and once these guys finish doing surges, at some point, I'm gonna go and OPSEP and enter G7. So if you know some people that would be interested in coming on over. Hello, General Chaos, good to see you. Did not see you as well. Looks like we got some people trying to slowly sneak it in here. Great to see everybody. So while this is doing its thing, I will actually show you where we are here. Oh, Oh no! What happened here? Okay, I can fix that. You know something? I was dumb and I used up some of my trit. I had it and I used it doing something else, so I'm gonna have to get some trit somewhere. It's alright, I can fix it. I can fix it! Let's see what we got. Oh, those are done. There are ways to get more trit. Did I do all those? I think I might have. Did those. Did those. Did I do all these? Let's see here. That gives me latinum. Man, that so I might have to do some sneakiness here. Let's see if I have any of these left. Yeah, Jules Verne. Let's see here. Do I have any left? I think I might have enough, just enough left. If I max them out, it should get me just enough to make it. It did! Got me just enough. Woo! So, there. How long have I been at 70? Not that long, actually. A couple months. So, before I go ahead and screw up and do something, let me do a couple things here. Let me check my fleet commanders here. Make sure I've got everybody set. Oh, come on. Oh my god, lag. Really? There it goes. Sheesh. Okay, yep, you don't have that, what I need. You are not... I'm just making sure I don't have any fleet commanders that need to be up. That are build related. And I do believe Spock is seated. And that's ships anyway. Alright, I think I'm good to go. Except for one little thing that I'm going to do before we hit the magic button here. Which is, we're going to put some timers on. Let's see if we got some people coming on in. One of those. And we are going to do... this building cost efficiency. Hit that. And go back to this. And see, I know we got some building speed up ones. Just gotta find them. That'd be station actually. Research. 130 to build speed. And build speed. And two of them. Repair. There's the at. And can't have this playing. No. I'll let you guys hear this one's funny. If you've never heard it. except for Craft Battles of History. Ultravetica, good to see you in here, friend. Alright, there we go. That's what I want. Alright, guys. Moment of truth. Yeah. So, let me switch this music off of this. Good. I don't know why it has switched me to other stuff in my playlist when it's supposed to be doing the non-copyright playlist. But, well, anyway, whatever. Alright guys, here we go. Ready to rock and roll. Wow, that cut 8 days off just by doing that. Alright, here we go. Into the margins. I am ready. Let's get rid of the one with the lowest time. Go away. And let's go. Upgrade. Boom. All right, purple button. Let's talk to my alliance. Ask them for purple button. Because I do not want to go speeding that up when I've got speed ups that they can give me. All right, so, man, this is weird. I'm going into G7 when everybody's still early in G7. It's the first time since I've been playing. Holy smokes, Bender with a whole bunch of single bits together. That's awesome. For a total of 50 bits. Bender, you are the man. Thank you very much. Also, don't forget that I have Tangia parties on here. We can do Tangia Dungeon. My Tangia Dungeon price is set as low as I can get it, which is 15 bits, but because I love you guys, here is a free one for everybody. Exclamation point join, including me, because that's the test, which is a free one. So please join the Tangia Dungeon. Was I in ads? I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it looks like I was. That's also why I leave a longer time on my timer, because of things like that. So, Jules Verne and Ultravetica, a little bit of after action on your on the tonight's run over at Ultimate GJs, just talking about the roadmap. It seemed like, I'll be honest with you, with the roadmap, the thing I am looking most forward to is player housing on planets, the planetary bases. I mean, I'm really, really hoping that doesn't turn into Starbase 2.0. Hope it's actually something that's cool and we can interact with, that isn't just a freaking concrete slug. And Julian A, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. But what did you guys think about the about everything overall? I mean, I heard what you said over at DJ's channel, but and I just told you what I thought. I'm kind of curious to see if you had anything based on what I just said about the base housing. You think it's going to be good potential or something else? No, we can't have this one playing either. This is probably won't give me a copyright strike, but it might. It's the theme to the movie Blue Thunder. Or this one. That's the theme to Delta Force. Here we go. We can play this one. You know, there's a lot of people that have been asking that question, and to be honest with you, I have no idea, and I don't think the NDA people know either. I think that they're just floating it out there at this point to see what reactions are. And I'll be honest, and also, guys, I am almost done with Purple Button here. As you can see, I just need a few more, and then I will rock this 95 days out, and I will enter G7. Is this thing still working, or is it broken? Must have been working because... Ooh, my goodness, hey, Cottontail, getting everybody an hour of Microscape, which is awesome. And there's another hour from everybody from Cottontail. Cottontail is awesome for getting everybody their Microscape hours. I do also, as y'all can see, I am linked with Microscape if you guys like it. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I had a few stacked. Ooh, I did 505 on that one. That's awesome. So, yeah, what I'm doing on my, not much, okay, Jules Verne, not much tangible in the roadmap. Seems like an idea cloud where many great ideas can become meh with poor execution. Not negative about the direction, just not excited by this roadmap. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jules Verne. Player housing is one that in other games that I've played, once you open up player housing, it really does have the potential, if executed properly, to really open things up in the game. And I'm hoping that that's how it ends up working in Fleet Command. The whole concept of player housing goes all the way back to my original MMORPG, which was Ultima Online. That showed the game a whole lot of what works really well and what doesn't work really well. So that was the original lesson maker right there. So, and like so then we'll go to probably one of the next most popular games that did player housing, which was World of Warcraft. They started off with the shared bank, which you were able to transfer a lot of things, but it's a different economy in World of Warcraft, not quite like Fleet Command. Then they actually did player housing, but I'm not playing that game when they did that. Games like EVE Online, where you literally can give or take anything from anybody in the game. It is insane how open that game is. So not really a good comparison. And here, all right. And we are out of iron. So we are, oh, look at that, I'm out of iron bars. So we are going to make some stuff out of all that iron I've got. Being able to reinforce others would be crazy. Like I said, this has, we have a chance to go from star bases to just something really cool where people who get together can actually drag other players up if they want to. So I think it has a lot of potential. It also has a lot of potential for abuse. And guess what, guys? We are now at 21 and 21 purple buttons. So let me do something here real quick. Oh, I'll do that in a second. And now, ooh, I did pretty good on that one. Come on. Oh, not 5. Oh, that's okay. So let's go interior. And let's do it. Get all that we can. And gonna burn some latinum here. Burn more latinum. Burn more latinum. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go on 1, 2, 3. Hit it. Boom. That's okay. Now we get to watch the video.
Every step, every decision you have made has brought you here, at the edge of the galaxy, in a place hidden from the factions, where the rules no longer apply. A place where pioneers and titans collide. A tear has opened, and what comes through will change everything. Some seek shelter, others bring only destruction. This place will test us all. But what if I told you that at the brink of adversity and the unknown, I offer you unity, alliance. Be the one to chart the way and forge the future for all who follow. This is your chance to assert dominance, to shape the frontier through force, strategy, and influence. Your chance to rise. Expand your reach and carve your place among the stars. Welcome to the margins, Commander.
Well, if you guys hadn't got to see that before, and yes, thank you, DOS, for your love letter. I appreciate you. Love you, DOS. So here I am, Op 71. I did it, guys. Everybody was here. Thank you for coming. And if you are lower level and haven't seen that before, yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes. I get one more day to have the cheap dailies. So I need to make sure I do them, because yeah, I'm gonna be in the Veil. So I'm already in Veil chat, so I don't even know. So whoever it is, it's whoever who has Orca in on their server. Oh, hey, a mission finished. It gave me some stuff. No. I'm gonna have to. As much as I would love to listen to Rammstein, I don't want to get a hit for that. We'll switch back to this. I don't know what's up with my music tonight. It keeps doing this. It's supposed to just stay on this. I think what I'll do is I'll just have it do these songs here. Usually it switches me to other non-copyrighted songs. I don't know why it keeps doing this. But I'll just leave it on this one. Alright. Let's see. So, what am I looking at here? Check my Veil chat. Alright, so I got Def and Orca. You guys know any of those guys? Let's say server 49, server 21, 24. 74. There you go. That's who's in mine. It's supposed to... I don't know why it did that either. It's supposed to... YouTube's being stupid tonight. I'm tempted to just get rid of the music altogether. What server are you, Jules Verne? Okay, yeah. So I don't have anybody blocked. I just got in recently. So you're server 44? Yeah, we should be, because DOS just sent a message up. Did you see DOS's message? Freaking Veil chat, goofy thing. All right, so let's see here. Let's reset these. Oh, hey, still doing. Oh, I bet my Dauntless. Are they doing more? Oh, they are. So let's get going. Oh, you're in that veil also, Agenor? Awesome. We've got so many people in the same veil. That's cool. Actually, I think I could start one now. We got a lot of people in here, so let me start one. Nope, I don't have the juice. So I'll have to start doing veil goals, which I haven't done. There he is.